What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm God King Zool, and this is a demo for a game called Perfect Tides Station to Station. As usual with my playthroughs, this is a blind playthrough, so no idea what this game is about. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Let's get it going. Fear no more, says the heart, committing its burden to some sea, which sighs collectively for all sorrows and renews. Begins, collects, lets fall. Oh? I assume I gotta click something. Yeah. Virginia Woolf. It's a cliche to begin with a quote. You know this, but you're a fool. Very cliche. Besides, in order to make good work that reaches past mere juvenilia. Is that a word? Juvenilia? You must expel your stupidest words, all 1 million of them. Put them down so they may die. Huh. Okay. Your name is Mara Whitefish. You lived on an island for most of your life. Now you spend your days in transit. Hell yeah. Dude, my eyes. Oh, the white noise machine, too good. It's the year 2003. Hell yeah, she got that gaming system over there. Is that a TV or is that a laptop? What controllers are those? Is that a GameCube? Right? It's GameCube, isn't it? Let's see. You're a freshman at the State University of Creative Studies in the city. The semester is almost over. It's a long commute to school from your mother's apartment on the mainland. Instead of riding home, you often end up sleeping at Daniel's place. No one here seems to mind. Oh, hey, I forgot you crashed. Yep, I was pretty zonked. Zonked? Where did that shit come from? Where did that? No. Okay, maybe it's not like that. I'm digging the language because I am also very profane, but the language evolves, you dick. Get used to it. Diner? No. I'm broke till Friday. Daniel has been your friend since high school. These days, you might even call him your best friend. In fact, it's possible you chose to attend SUCS, an effortless decision you were repeatedly assured is the biggest of your life thus far, because Daniel chose it, of course. Daniel's instincts have rarely led you astray. You trust him to fill in the gaps in your judgment, of which you fear there are many. Okay. I can make us something, though. Sure. Damn, he came out hella fast. Okay. Bro, my eyes. I look like I am coked out of my mind. Okay, now is this point and it is point and click. Okay. Huh. Okay, I can go down. Well, let's see if I click on here. You better not snoop behind the curtain. Even in an environment where people come and go freely, there must be some boundaries. Fair enough. Can I play this game system? I cannot. Okay. I can click myself, which does nothing. Okay. I can go out the door or I can follow Daniel, this looks like a front door. Like there's a lock right here and a peephole and another lock down here. So I will assume that we don't go that way and instead we'll go down. Who the hell is this guy? All right, I'm out. Bye, darling. The eye style is hilarious. Later. Hey, Mara. Hiya. You are sheepish around Daniel's roommate, Gray. He is the most noticeably busy of the people who actually live here. Sorry. Excuse me. Hey, Rosetta. Rosetta takes a moment to realize you're speaking to her, even though you've addressed her by name. Oh! Hi, Mara. Did I wake you? Walking through? Nope. I don't even hear you moving when I'm awake. What'd you guys get up to last night? Once again, Rosetta doesn't seem to realize you're speaking to her. Bro? Oh! My friend Denty had this gallery show in the village. We were at that and then the after party. And then her friend's loft. Wow. Sounds fun. You're once again jealous of Rosetta's social life. A life which seems so much richer, both culturally and materially, than your own. How is a small, winsome girl from the mainland so well connected? You mentally hum a few verses of the same old song about how you've chosen the wrong major, attended the wrong classes, bought the wrong sneakers, and bathed with the wrong 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner. It was alright. I really wanted to be home earlier, working on my own piece. It can't all be parties, right? Yeah, those turkey sausages won't staple themselves to the wall. That's funny, Daniel. You should put that into one of your mini spec scripts. It's so cool that you can paint. I suck at it. You can do it if you try. Remind me and I'll lend you some supplies. What you'd really like is an invitation to one of those loft parties without having to learn how to paint. Isn't the fact that you're a writer enough? Sure, thanks. I will ruminate on that one. Did this dude just comment about turkey sausages because he wants me to hurry up and get to the damn food making? What do I look like, his servant? I'll slap the back of your head, man. I'm gonna come over there and hit your head. Then why Booker T eyes? Sucker. Alright, let's go to the refrigerator. Now where did those eggs go? The fridge is more crowded than you'd expected. You'll have to look closer. Use the right mouse button to inspect the fridge. Peering past the metropolis of Dale's Pale Ale cans, Rolling Rock bottles, and 3 different kinds of milk, you see the faint glimmer of an egg carton. Aha! You reach past the other contents of the fridge to retrieve your egg carton, which you soon discover is resting precariously on a bulk-sized jar of applesauce. Having found what you need from the fridge and trying hard not to let your eye fall on any other culinary atrocities, you close the door. It looks like you have an item in your inventory. Hover your mouse at the top of the screen to see it. Ah, okay, I have eggs. Okay. What if I right-click the freezer? The outside of the fridge in Daniel's kitchen is plastered with ancient memos, outdated coupons, and long-forgotten business cards. It seems the roommate who maintained these artifacts has been gone for a while. Nothing else in here really belongs to me. I was trying to open the freezer because old boy was talking about some sausage. Telling me, he was speaking like I needed to hurry the hell up and make this food. All right, let's get over here to the stove. You have to find some food if you want to cook it on the stove. Shut up. Oh, wait, I thought he was saying something. Well, I mean, I have eggs, so. Aha. Man, what about butter? A pan? Said no pan needed. You crack your remaining eggs directly into the frying pan. They immediately form a giant viscous mass. You want any, Ro? No thanks. If I eat this early in the day, I could surely perish. That's a relief. There's really only enough for you and Daniel. Using a spoon, you effortlessly break the yolks, letting them merge with the whites as they cook. This creates a multicolored mixture as the different egg sections mix. You call this the confetti eggs method because every bite is a celebration. Perfect. I will be using that from now on. You want some confetti eggs? Yeah? Okay. Here, bro. Thanks. You're welcome. I call these confetti eggs because they look insane. They look like the contents of my brain. Yeah. Remember Nightmare on Elm Street? He was like, "This is your brain. This is your brain on jugs. Any questions?" Yeah, what are you on? Looks like a frying pan and some eggs to me. Why is it so green? There's green eggs and ham. Walsh's class today? Yep. Are you going? I might skip. I don't know. Not really happy with my paper yet. That would be unfortunate. You find it easier to deeply engage the class when Daniel is there. Man, I could not imagine being so codependent on a person to exist. Like, I'm following behind him. He makes the decisions and I just go along with them. And I don't want to go to class because Daniel's not going to be there. What is this, my man? Oh, I have options. Do I want to be more independent and say, see you maybe then? Or should I say, oh, you should come? Well, my character's apparently dependent on him, so I'll just say, oh, you should come. Oh, you should come. It's more fun when you're there. Time for him to reject me. It is? Yeah, dude. The whole discussion is more lively. But my paper's a mess. So is mine. Don't be a perfectionist. Alright. Yeah, maybe. You'll go to class no matter what, of course. You can't be waiting around for Daniel to make up his mind. You finish your eggs as quickly as possible, trying to focus on your obligations for the day. You have to work a library shift and finish your paper before class. Oh, right. You wanted to ask Daniel about a topic Walsh brought up in class recently. What was it again? You never had an easy time holding on to your ideas, and now that you're in college, you've resolved to start writing them down. You bought a cute, tidy little notebook just for the occasion, and ever since you lost it, along with an equally cute pen, you've been taking notes on your phone. Sweet. Whip out the phone. Here's where you store all of your personal contacts. It's looking pretty bare. Certainly you know more people than this. I mean, this looks kind of about my contacts. You just have to add more names as you encounter them. Okay. Well, I have Mara Whitefish, which I think is me, right? And then Daniel's the guy at the table, and Rosetta's the chick in the bathroom. Let's see, and these are all the topics you're trying to remember. Okay, so you've only collected one so far. Right on. Huh. If your cursor turns into a word balloon over a person, you can have deeper conversations with them, and I'll right-click to ask them. To ask someone a question, left-click the person and hold until the balloon turns white. You can even ask yourself a question. Why not? We already talked so much. Now, what did you want to ask Daniel about? Not a trustworthy character if you ask me. Cute though. So I do like Daniel. Okay, what about her? Wait. What if I walk closer to her? Nope, doesn't matter. Okay, Daniel Davis. Okay, what about me then? Okay, so me and Daniel went to high school. Okay, so you went to high school with him, but spent years in separate worlds. The summer between junior and senior year, you got off the nerve to ask him to platonically watch Spirited Away with you. You've been hanging out ever since. He is a good friend in more ways than you can count for yourself. He asks about your interest, even when he doesn't share them. He reads your writing and gives opinions that you trust. And he doesn't mind that you spend about half your week hanging out and crashing at his apartment. At least he doesn't seem to. Actually, that's the main downside to your friendship with Daniel. You're often not sure how he's feeling. On occasion, you get the sense that he doesn't want you around and he just won't say so. You've fallen into more than one spiral wondering what Daniel thinks of you. Aww. The thing is, every time you've had this crisis and put some space between you, he invites you out again. So are you just crazy? The data is inconclusive. I mean, wait. What about his eggs? Okay, what if I right-click his eggs? No, it just says Daniel Davis. Okay. Let's long click on me. Mara Whitefish. Hate that bitch. What? Oh, wait, what? It's you, Mara Whitefish. You're 18 years old and you want to be a writer. And according to at least one emotionally high-maintenance professor, you should already be calling yourself one. You're attending university in the city. You grew up on a small, semi-remote island where you lived until about a year and a half ago. The city and the mainland, from which you commute, still hold such fresh promise to you. You have not been the perfect tide since you left. Bro is taking forever to eat those eggs. All right, well, I'm gonna walk into the next room, I guess, because I can only click on the refrigerator or her. But see, why is this a lighter shade and these are dark? Let's click the stove. You don't have anything that needs cooking right now. What about the refrigerator? You see nothing in the fridge that belongs to you. Did those eggs belong to me? All right, let's go to the next room. All right, well, I'm not going to go into Daniel's room, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. Weren't you going to ask Daniel about something before you go? It'll bug you all day if you don't. If a word balloon curse appears on a person, you can ask them a question. Left click and hold until the balloon turns white. What? But he... Okay, let's go back. Well, see you later in class, maybe. Thanks for the food. Hey, can I come over later to collect my laundry? I need to bring it home to wash. Sure thing. Door's always open. I've noticed. Yes. Okay, what about the question? Huh. Okay, so wait a minute. What is up with holding left click on him until the balloon turns white? Whoa, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Because why is he the one talking? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I'm going to hold left click. And then I'm going to click Rosetta. Now I'm going to click Mara. He's like, you're okay. Okay. So if I hold it on him and I'm asking him what he thinks about Mara, what about himself? Not a trustworthy character if you ask me. Cute though. That's his opinion of himself, right? Okay, so if I ask him about Rosetta, he says, Rosetta's great. What's not to like? You can be honest, Daniel. Pretend I'm not here. Look, admittedly, I don't know much about girls, but... See, bro, you're already scoffing over there. But what? But if I've learned anything from living closely with them, it's that you can be honest is a dirty lie. Oh yeah. I like when guys are honest. Me too. You're both in cahoots. How come when a majority of women agree on something, it's a conspiracy, Daniel? Yeah. How come? I didn't ask for this. You broads have fun. Alright, so I can't do it to her, right? Alright, well now I'm rolling out. So if I hold it on myself and click myself, hate that bitch. So I hate myself. Gotcha. Okay. What about Daniel's a good friend. I can be by myself around him, I think. What about Rosetta? Why does the world make more sense to Ro than it does to me? What club is she a part of that I don't know about? I can understand that. All right, let's leave the phone. Okay. I'm confused then about how I asked him this question. Okay, let me try to leave again, because maybe I'm not reading those instructions correctly. Weren't you going to ask Daniel about something before you go? It'll bug you all day if you don't. If a word cursor appears on a person, you can ask them a question. Left click and hold until the balloon turns white. You can even ask yourself a question. Right. But I can't. Can I do something with this phone? T. People and topics. Okay, I'm gonna try this again, bro. Topics. The city. Ah! Do you remember what Walsh was saying about the city last week? Nope. Oh. Well, it was something about how living here used to be really nurturing if you're a writer getting started. Oh. Uh-huh. But now Walsh says it's too expensive here and all the interesting parts of the city have been choked out. And we're basically living in the magic kingdom of piss. You're, like, worried about that? Well, I mean, not super worried. I'm just sort of having a miniature crisis over it. Mara, she's wrong. There are things that Walsh is wrong about. I know, but what a convenient argument for Walshy that all the good shit happened in the city when she was young. Huh. I hadn't thought of it that way. This is the best place in America to be a writer. Hands down. Bro, how much eggs do you actually have? How do you know that? Because we're here, dingus. You like your classes, don't you? School's all well and good. I just figured by now I'd... yeah? Well, by now I would have made more connections, you know? Like with experienced writers, editors, publishing people. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not a city problem. If you want to meet people, you better start talking to them. But it's scary. No, it isn't. Everyone loves talking, especially if it's a topic relevant to them. It flatters their intelligence. So I should talk to people only about their favorite subjects? How am I supposed to know what they like? You might have to guess now and then, but the more you talk to them, the more they'll let you know. What if I run out of things to talk about? Then you better get yourself some more talking points. Here's a free one for you. Movies. You can't go wrong. Everybody has a favorite. Everybody. Huh. All right, so we have people and topics. So we talked to him about the city, and now we can talk to him about movies. Got it? I think so. But man, yeah. This is why I became a writer, Daniel, so I wouldn't have to talk so much. Ah, well, your first novel is shaping up great. My what? 20,000 leagues up my ass. Hey! Alright, so if I hold left click on him, we can talk about movies. We seeing The Matrix Reloaded or what? Oh, fuck yes we are. Are you worried it won't live up to its name? That by its very nature, a sequel dilutes the power of the original? Nope. You? Not at all. Nice. All right, let's roll out. It's a cool morning in the city, and you feel a moment's regret for not packing an extra layer. But you've committed to dressing for warm weather, so your decision must stand. It's not like mom is here to see the goosebumps on your arms. You exhale contentedly, just enough time for a quick walk before work. Now, I came out of this door, I guess. So I live above the Academy Diner. I wonder what it would be like living above a diner. Can I go in the diner? Nope. It's not often you can manage the cost of an Academy Diner all-day breakfast on your own. You tend to eat here in the company of friends who don't mind sharing their plate. Oh, poor Bort Mara. What is that? A pizza joint? Not that you wouldn't love to eat pizza for breakfast, nor would Express Pizza and their mercenary disposition hesitate to sell you a slice, but you've already eaten this morning. What about this bum? Well, he might not be a bum. Hey man, see something you like? Yeah, I like a lot of it. But I have no money right now, and when I do, it's usually for pizza. I know, I see you over there. Well, the books aren't here to look pretty. Come back when you want to buy. Do you do trades? Sure, but it'd have to be a pretty interesting book. Something I think I can sell. Like a mass market paperback? Harry Potter or The Lovely Bones? Kid, I happen to have a taste. Observe my schmuck appearance. You think moving books is all that matters to me? Huh. With this bit of self-deprecation, your misgivings about the sidewalk book vendor melt away. Why would you shop at the big bookstores when you got the real deal right here? My bad, sir. I collect all manner of books, magazines, and printed curios. Bring me something interesting, and you'll have your pick from my stash. Got it? Roger that. Roger whom? Oh, Roger. The way astronauts sign off. Astronauts? You mean actors? You listen to Coast AM? I don't think so. Check it out sometime. Should give you some good information. I'm always on the lookout for that. Thanks. What's here? Oh, I can actually go in. Bro, their eyes kill me, man. Like, There might be a lot of depth to this demo. What are you doing? Huh? Are you a resident? No. Of this building, you mean? No, of Mars. Yes, the building. Technically, no. You're not allowed up there. You don't even hear what I mean by technically? What do you mean by it? No trespassers allowed. Residents and their guests only. Okay. I'm gonna leave. So I can't get the word bubble on him. Dude, she looks shifty as hell. I can't get the word bubble on him or any of these people. Wait, can I get the word bubble on any of these people? No. So I can regularly talk to them, but I can't get the word bubble option. Oh, well, with so many people around, I want to stop and talk to them all. Weird O'Malley's. Weird O'Malley's is closed during the day. Huh. Besides, you're not old enough to drink, nor do you have a fake ID. The odds are stacked against you, Mara. Ah, a bar. Okay. So, a subway. Can I go down there? You have no reason to get on the train right now. Everything you need for the day is right in this neighborhood. Ain't city life great? They got the glizzies over here with Papaya Hog. Right? That's, yes, famous dogs. Even when you would have trouble justifying, oh, there's mozzarella sticks? Let's see, even you would have trouble justifying a 4-piece mozzarella sticks and an orange beverage from Papaya Hog before noon. Of course. The door is locked. Patchwork Barbro's is closed during the day. Huh. Unlike the entrance to Daniel's building, this door's lock actually works. You can't get in unless you know someone inside. What about this door? Mara, can't you see the 21 plus sign in the liquor store window? Just how capable of a liar do you think you are? I mean, maybe I'm a good one. Okay, so I can't go into any of these places. I could probably go back upstairs, but... Alright, well, I've got to talk to this guy, obviously. What's up, bro? Hey, Thea. Fish! What up, homegirl? Theo's addressed you with the same years-long familiarity ever since you first met him at a freshman orientation. At first, it was a comfort to your anxiety about making friends at school. These days, his airs are odd at best and frequently tiresome. Still, Theo is mostly a welcome sight. He's easygoing, available to hang out on short notice, and crucially well-connected. I'm on my way to the library. Oh yeah, you work there, right? How is it? It's pretty easy. I get a lot of time to write. Damn, I need a job like that. I don't have a good place to write, and it's killing me. Privately, you think Theo's writing needs more than a better place to be written, but you're not in the middle for critique, so you'll keep that to yourself. Let me know if you quit that position, okay? I'm never quitting, dude. Gonna work there all summer. You're killing me, fish. So, you doing anything fun this weekend? Actually... Theo noticeably lowers his voice, taking a conspiratorial tone. This in turn causes a pooling in the floor of your mouth. A Pavlovian response to an invitation for fun. Sweet, she said salivate. We're having a party here tonight. At the dorm? What about the RAs? We may have greased a few palms. Sick. Can I come then? You'd better. Come by anytime after sundown. Just tell me the security guard you'll be our guest and he'll let you up. Got it. Make sure you give them my full name. You know it, right? Of course. Great. See you tonight, fish. Okay. You don't know Theo's full name. You might want to figure that out before the party, Miss Marple. Great. Theo something. Perfect. Well, now he has... Wait. Now he has a bubble. So we're going to go ahead and long press on him. Bring up the phone. Let's ask him about the city. Hey, you're from the West Coast, right? What do you think of the city? Oh, I like a lot of stuff there, but, what? I mean, you East Coasters, man, you guys are all so impatient. Impatient for what? For, like, for you to finish your sentences? Just spit it out, dude. Come on, I gotta run. No, that's exactly what I would have said, eventually, in softer words. Sounds unbearable. Yeah, it's probably best if you keep living here. You know, this has been helpful. Thank you, Theo. Oh, I'm glad. It's always nice when your mind has already wandered through 10 other landscapes by the time Theo finishes talking. Who knows what this guy's on about? Dude, Theo is baked, man. That's why. How do we figure out Theo's last name? Let's talk to the check-in guy. Hi. What do you need? Long shift, huh? What do you need? Can I use the elevator? Are you a resident of the Stoomdorns with a photo ID? No. Non-residents cannot enter the building unless they're the guest list of a resident. Guest list? Ah, I see. Anything else? No, you've been very helpful. Sorry for everything. That man said, if you want to get the hell up out of here. Let's try to talk to Theo again. People. Theo. Did you want to know something about me, or have you just forgotten my name? So, let's see. You met Theo last fall at orientation. He's been hanging out ever since. He's in his early 20s, having attended, at least, one college before landing at SUCS as your schoolmate. Theo and you share a neurotic quality that feels uniquely Jewish to you. While you appreciate this about him, it manifests ways that are vexing. For instance, instead of disappearing into the darkest center of himself, Theo externalizes his disquiet into nouveau causes and unbearable public performances. For this and other reasons, you wouldn't call Theo one of your closest friends, but he's one you feel most comfortable glomming onto when you have nothing else going on. And that's to count for something, right? I guess. Alright, well, I'm gonna roll out, I guess? What is this? It's Adam. My phone. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Adam. What's up? Just thinking about you. Aw, I was just thinking about you. In truth, you were thinking about the paper you need to finish before work, but you thought about Adam when you saw his name on the phone screen. So, it's not a total lie. You would never totally lie to him. Are you already in the city? Yeah, I had to get here early. You decided a while back it'd be best if Adam didn't know about your habitual crashes at Daniel's apartment. It's just so much paperwork. Adam always wants to know where you are and who you're with, and your mostly male friends require even further clarification. This is an unfortunate consequence of the distance between you and Adam. It sometimes feels as if you spend more time explaining the beats of your day than having a real conversation. Oof, rough. On way to work and class. Yeah? Should we talk after class then? Oh, no, now it's fine. I think I might be going to like a party thing later. Yeah. I mean, if Adam is my man, then he about what? A party? Hold the hell up. Let me talk to you, girl. A party? You going to a party? Who gonna be there? Okay. Is that bastard gonna be there? The one named Daniel. Yeah, like a party thing. With who? See, with who? With who? Oh, just some school friends. Just like a few people at the dorms. Oh, okay. When do you want to talk then? I've got a few minutes if you want to talk now. Is there something specific? No, I just wanted to talk. I just missed you. I missed you too. What did you do last night? Nothing. Saw the guys. Cool. You sense that Adam is starting to brood. Oh, he's definitely brooding. Well, I love you. I love you too. I should try to call on my lunch break. No, I don't want to be in a rush. We'll talk when we can talk. You didn't think you were rushing, Adam, but it's true that you have a busy day ahead of you. An ever-shifting schedule of school, work, and commute leave little room for the long, languid calls you used to have. I'm really sorry, Adam. It's okay. Don't worry, sweetie. I understand. Okay. I love you. I love you too. Bye. Damn, man, me and my man ain't getting along. Now it's definitely time for work. You better get over to the SUCS building. Okay, me and my man ain't getting along, but at the same time, I'm hanging out at Daniel's house like all the time, and Adam is Asian. Okay, well, I'm hanging out. Well, he might not be because it's not like L-I, it's L-E-E. But isn't that also like something that Asian use? Maybe he's not Asian. I don't know. I hadn't seen him. He just had an anonymous photo. But what in the hell? Like, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to tell him that I'm crashing at Daniel's house and shit. Mara, you skank. What in the world? I mean, it isn't like her and Daniel are sleeping together, but like, I don't know how I'd feel if my woman was sitting there passing out constantly, frequently at some dude's house, and then she decides not to tell me? Ooh. Scandalous, Mara. Scandalous. All right. So SUCS, I assume is... No, I work at the library. No, it said I need to get to SUCS. Okay, so let's click here, because this says SUCS on the outside of the building. Huh. In through this door, into the... Well, we'll go through the open door. This looks like a library. Hello. Mara! Good morning. Hi, Jana. You'll be happy to know I had a good night's sleep. Thank goodness for that. You know, you need more sleep than you think you need. I know. How can you know that when you think you know how much you need? I'm already mentally inflating what I think I need. Well, you need more than that. That's just not possible. I'm afraid I've got quite a stack for you today. We're doing some spring cleaning on top of giving campus tours all weekend. This is bad news. The morning downtime is one of your $8 an hour job's greatest perks. You're needed so infrequently that you've grown to depend on it. Oh my God, I relate to that so much. There's just sometimes when I go into work and there is nothing to do for hours. Like I will sign in and I'll have stuff to do at the very beginning of my shift and then have hours of nothing. And then I'll have something to do at the very end of my shift. And whenever I sign in and there is a bunch of work for me to do, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they expect me to come into work and actually work. Why is all of those tickets in here? Totally understand it. You'd plan to finish writing your paper for Walsh's class this morning. A large cataloging job will tie you up for hours, making a seamless jump from work to the classroom impossible. Come over here. I'll show you the damage. I guess, Jana. Damn it. This is only the first cart. I've got more in the back. Great. When's the last time these books saw the light? Shouldn't we be getting rid of them? They're all pretty old, it's true. I pulled a lot of them for donation, but most of these books are still germane to our programming. I'll be by the entrance if you have any questions. Thanks, Mara. Thanks, Mara. Ugh. You know logically, and at least somewhat in practice, that you shouldn't be repelled by ancient texts. You're here to study the classics, after all. Still, there's something viscerally dull about dusty old books. As objects, they stir nothing in you. They can't compete with the potency of the now. Even the most mundane new works can invoke the flutter of life, while these objects sit dead, inert, a reminder of decay. You wonder if Jana would accept any reasonable excuse to beg off from this assignment. Girl, you better do your job. It would have to be a pretty good one. Jana Schwartz has been added. So if I hold it on myself and say Jana Schwartz, I hate disappointing Jana, but sometimes my life demands it. What can I say? You pooped your pants? You really don't want to sort these books. There must be some way to convince Jana they don't need to be sorted today. Maybe I can talk to Jana about a topic? A topic. The city and movies. Let's talk to her about movies. I've been so busy lately. I can't remember the last movie I've seen. Let me think. Oh, I saw this one called The Family Man. Nicolas Cage. Is that the one where he wakes up suddenly and has a wife and kids? Yes, it's sweet. Did you see it? Nah, I don't really like those movies with invisible overnight magic. Invisible overnight magic? Yeah, like the magic isn't presented by an image or a practitioner of magic or a world where magic is established. It's usually just some cheap sound effect in the score, like a sparkle. Oof, damn, they're brutal. But I kind of get it. That's like the movie Jack Frost. There's no magic that happens. The dude plays, the kid plays the harmonica and his dad resurrects. And like, there's nothing supernatural going on in the world that just happened. But I don't know. Those movies kind of have their charm a little bit, you know, but I can kind of see Mara's point. I understand. A sparkle? Yeah, like when Nicolas Cage goes to bed, do you hear a little sparkle in the music that lets you know his life has changed? I don't remember. That's probably how they did it. I hate that. Where did the magic come from? A higher moral power? Their god? So the audience needs to accept the existence of their god to accept the premise. Yeah. Don't like that. I wouldn't say you need to accept it. Maybe just not be overtly hostile to it. Yeah. I don't like that. There must be a lot of art you don't like then. There certainly is. Why, just yesterday, Anyway, it's always nice talking to you, Mara. Janice said, get the hell out of my damn face. She said, Mara, you judgmental ass person. Mara was like, yeah, screw those stupid magic movies where some little fairy crap happens and then all of a sudden, ta-da, movie magic. Mara said, this crap is stupid. This is stupid. This is all dumb. This is all stupid. Damn, Mara. Brutal. Dude, I kind of like this game, but man, there is some depth to it. So we collect topics and we collect people and we can talk to them about various topics. Like I can go ahead and talk to her about the city. So like, hey, Mara, what do you think about the city? And she's like, what do you want to know? I've lived here my whole life. How does it compare to the rest of the world? Mara, how can I possibly answer that if I've never lived anywhere else? Oh, well, I guess that is a very good point, Jana. Oh, right. That said, I'm pretty sure it's the best place on Earth. Jana, I ought to slap the back of your head. Why is your eyes yellow? You better wear your glasses. Yeah, it is just, it's very, this game has a lot of depth to it so far. I probably can talk to like half of the, I can talk to like all of these people in here. You'd rather keep the mystery of this studious patron alive. Why talk to him and spoil an image so peaceful? Facts. You don't wish to fraternize with the patrons. You take your position here quite seriously. Besides, you're pretty sure some nude photos of this girl, you saw some nude photos of this girl by accident once, and those would somehow be the first words out of your idiot mouth if you ever spoke to her. Brutal. You can't very well sit down now to write that you've been given a job assignment. Your school and internet time will have to wait. I have to figure out how to get out of work. You don't want to make yourself known to these students. It's better this way. Sweet, they will not know me. So I need to figure out a way to distract Jana. Maybe I can fall down the steps and break my leg. Or maybe I can trip and break my arm and then Jana can't... Well, then I can't do anything, though. So there's that. Dude, VHS tapes? Man, but this game took place like 20 years ago. So VHS tapes? Oh my God. Dude, let's go to Blockbuster and rent a movie and get some popcorn and get some pizza and some soda, and we're going to chill out. And the movies are only going to cost $1 and it'll be great. It's going to be great. Dude, they need to bring back rental places. I wonder if the libraries have Well, I don't have like a VCR either, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But man, okay, so I can't leave here. I have to figure out a way to ditch work. So Jana, I want to leave. I want to leave. What's up? Not much. Doing fine. Great. Let me know when you're done sorting those books. I will. If you want to avoid sorting the aforementioned books, you'll have to suggest an alternative, Jana. She'll expect you to do your job otherwise. Huh. I can't do anything with the... What if I try to talk to Jana again? Jana? What's up? That's it. Let's see. It's your boss, Jana Schwartz. She's a senior librarian at the SUCS Student Center. You report to her at the start of every workday. Jana is kind, soft-spoken, and shockingly patient. She encourages you to work on your own writing in your free time and has fielded more than one of your last-minute sick days with credulity and concern. This year, you're trying hard not to disappoint her. I mean, we just talked about how we can trick her so we can get out of work. So, there is that. I have no inventory. What about this person? Hi, Brittany. Morning, Mara. What you up to today? Oh, some really stimulating shelf work, I'm sure. It's true. Those are exciting times at the library. You feel guilty for being sarcastic when Brittany so clearly means it. Have you checked out the free book cart by the entrance? I added a bunch of stuff this morning. I never have any luck with those. It's always some ancient hardcover that makes me sneeze when I open it, or some massive guidebook for Encarta 95. What a throwback, Encarta, dude. I remember bro, Encarta, that is crazy. You never know though, eh? This could be your lucky day. You'd rather save your luck for things that actually interest you, but you've already been enough of a jerk in this conversation. I'll check it out. Thanks. Great. See you later. By the way, Mara, I'm restarting my daily book curation project soon. I know finding books can be overwhelming, so I'll be offering a fresh recommendation every day. Cool. I'm afraid my first pick isn't ready yet, but come back tomorrow if you want to see what I'm offering. Will do. Where's the book cart? Can I walk downstairs? Dude, I can just leave. Okay, here's I guess this is it. You take a look at the current offerings on the free cart. In general, these books don't tend to pique your interest. They're too boring for the library after all. You're surprised when one particular cover catches your eye. You vaguely remember the author's name from a lecture in anthropology last fall. Not to be confused with the lecture in anthropology last fall, where you submitted a 2-page resume that named all of your written works and was bound by a creased corner. After a quick sweeping with your hand, which only serves to spread the grime to your body, you open it and read. Institutions, even those established originally with the object of securing equality, peace, and mutual aid, in the course of time become petrified, lose their original meaning, come under the control of the ruling minority, and become a constraint upon the individual in his endeavors for further development. Anarchism owes its origin to the constructive, creative activity of the people, by which all institutions of communal life were developed in the past, and to a protest, a revolt against the external force which had thrust itself upon these institutions. The aim of this protest being to give new scope to the creative activity of the people, that it might work out the necessary institutions with fresh vigor. Well, this is surprisingly interesting. You never know what topics will grab you, especially when you're avoiding work. Unfortunately, your brief handling of the book causes it to crumble into dust, leaving you with only a sparse knowledge you've already collected. Oh well, you better get to work anyway. Anarchism is now a topic. What about the Lost and Found? There's nothing of interest in the Lost and Found box right now. You're waiting for a good opportunity to catch this guy's name before you start a conversation with him. As his name inevitably comes up. You'll be getting exactly what you deserve, and you're a coward. Dang, brutal. So, let's try to talk to her again. Same convo, right? Yes. Let's ask her about anarchism. So, I actually had an idea. Yes. About sorting the books, I mean. Oh, how exciting. I'm always asking student workers to bring me their ideas, but none of them ever do. I would love to hear what idea you have in mind. Thank you. So how do you want the books to be cataloged? The thing is, I don't. And I got the idea straight from the library itself, from the works of Peter Kropotnik. Peter Kropotnik? The anarchist? Ah, so you've read him. Look at her. Ah, so you've read him, huh? It's been a long time, I'll admit. What does this have to do with the library? Jenna, let me ask you something. Say you're at a dinner party with a big group of people. Okay. When the meal is over, oh, crud. Why, sure. Then you may already be an anarchist. It's intrinsic in all of us, you see, to contribute to society free of hierarchical bounds. Is the Dewey Decimal System and hierarchical bound? I mean, sure, it helps people find a book, but it doesn't help them find a book. There are hundreds of fascinating works on these shelves, each collecting dust in their appointed place, books just waiting to blow some student's mind. I agree with you there, but it's up to the librarian to guide them to the right book. Again, with the hierarchies. Students are perfectly capable of molding themselves to learn. In the wake of this declaration, something appears to shift behind Jana's eyes. It's as if some previously dormant sentiment, some forgotten dream, has been reignited. Jana's like, well, shit. Well, Mara, if you have an alternative in mind, I suppose we don't need to sort those books. Got your ass! Great, thanks, Jana. I won't take up more of your time. You'll bring me your proposal then, I trust. Huh? What? Your plan for restructuring the main stacks. I imagine you're looking for a self-managed approach. Yes. Great. Why don't you get started on that while the library is still quiet? We'll have to deal with the books soon, of course. Can you present it to me tomorrow? Yeah, sure thing. Perfect. That should be plenty of time to organize what you've obviously considered so thoroughly already. Got your ass. Should be. Great. Thanks, Mara. Glad to see you taking the initiative like this. What on earth have you gotten yourself into? This is going to be way more work than sorting those books would have been. Your stomach churns with the thought of letting Jana down with such a cheap scheme. You're going to have to see this through somehow. That's right. You got to see it through now. Your boss, Jana. So I have topics and projects now. So your boss, Jana, has asked you to submit a proposal for an anarchist-themed reimagining of the library stacks. This is entirely your fault, and I have 1 day. Well, you are in school, after all. It was just a matter of time before you get an assignment, right? Yeah, I guess so. All of your writing projects will appear here along with the information you'll need to submit them. You can access this menu anytime by clicking the pen and paper on the icon bar. Okay. There it is. More on this later when it's time to write. For now, to be pushed to the jumble at the back of your mind where all the non-urgent matters go. Anyway, it seems you have the morning free. You can finally get online and prepare your schoolwork. In no particular order. To the computer. Dude, the speakers right there on this. Dude, oh god, the nostalgia is crazy because those stupid speakers they'd have on the sides of the computer, like there were some computer monitors that had them attached to the sides, but like these speakers that would just be sitting on the desk and they'd be covered in that little fabric like covering, and they'd have their little volume sliders on there, and the library would tell you not to touch them, and they'd have those signs up there that says do not touch or do not use. Oh man, whoever designed this totally captured the vibe, especially the bubble back monitor. Oh, bro. You power on the iMac and log into your student account. Okay, I was gonna say this looks like a Mac interface. Though a novel and coveted device just a few years ago, this computer has grown creaky with repeat use. But for your uses, writing and printing, email, messaging, and browsing the web, it does just fine. Dear Diary. So I have 4 different options here. Web, paper, email, messaging. Okay, so get on the web. Do you have time for web browsing this morning? After a quick calculation of whether you deserve this, and I do, you navigate to the Blowtorch Media blog, your go-to authority on pop culture and media. You quickly scan the week's album reviews to see if any new releases have garnered the coveted 1000% rating or even a close contender in the 900 plus area. These albums tend to be of great cultural and historic significance to the people who read the Blowtorch review blog. Unfortunately, there are no new classics this week, but a couple reviews in the 800 range catch your eye, and records of this caliber rarely let you down. You have to download some new music at home. Better make a note of it. Better get back to the things you actually mean to do on the computer. You can sit here and read about albums you don't intend to listen to. bro, bro, like, who wrote this freaking dialogue, man? Because that's so true. You could download entire albums and you have no intention of listening to. You're just like hoarding music. That is too funny. That is too funny. Let me log out though. That is too freaking funny. That is too freaking funny. Oh, I did not need to log out. We need to get back on the computer. All right, let's check my email. Nope, this is writing an email. Right now, your most pressing assignment is a paper you've already begun, but you don't have a copy on this computer yet. You sent the file to yourself yesterday, so it should be in your email box. Aha. This is out. You sent this email to yourself yesterday. Your paper for class is attached. It is with this big ass paperclip. Downloading. Your paper is still a jumbled collection of ideas with no real editing, but coming back to it today, it's better than you thought it would be. This is the perfect opportunity to reorganize your thoughts. Time to start writing. Since this is your first time, let's do it together. Whenever you're at a computer, you can work on any of your assignments from this list. Okay. It's due today, and you're desperately trying not to think about the proposal. So let's focus on city and life in media. City, life, and media. Okay. Once you select your assignment, click on Write to begin working on it. Okay, so for Walsh's class, write about portrayals of life in the city as reflected in contemporary media. An assignment you've already begun. Okay, right. For each assignment, you'll draw from one primary and one secondary topic. For your primary topic, it's generally a good idea to stay relevant to the assignment. Unless I really want to go off the rails. Yes, well, let's take it easy with that. Not all assignments will have a clear primary topic, but when they do, your knowledge of that topic is the basis for a good paper. For instance, for your paper on city life and media, you should probably choose the city as your primary topic, unless you really want to confuse your professor. That can be pretty funny. Ah, yes, you're quite the puppet master, aren't you, Mara? When your writing is poorly received, it's because you intended it that way, yes? Yeah, obviously. I was just joking about writing something bad. You fell right into my trap. You activated my trap card. Anyway, let's select our primary topic. Okay, the city. Hey, what's that rotating shape? Why, the contents of your brain, of course. I thought the contents of my brain were scrambled eggs. Well, it mostly is, but we're working on that. Every topic in your brain has a chance to be developed. As you further your understanding of a topic, its shape will change. Huh. And that number in the lower left corner will go up? Exactly. When in doubt, using at least one well-developed top can add a lot of flavor to your work. Got it. So complex ideas are better to write with than undeveloped ones. What if all my ideas are undeveloped? And clearly you haven't been reading, conversing, or experiencing life. All ideas will inevitably develop if you explore the world around you. My paper is due immediately, and I don't have time to experience any more life. That's frustrating, isn't it? On any given day, you will need to choose between collecting more ideas and delivering your work on time. It's on you to make the most of each day while accepting the necessary compromises. So you're saying I can't have absolutely everything and no answers are concrete right or wrong? That sucks. And it will continue sucking with ever-growing urgency until death's sweet embrace. Who wrote this stuff? Let's finish picking our primary topic now, shall we? Okay. Hey, my topic changed color. That means you've already used it on this paper. Don't worry, it'll be available when you work on your next assignment. So I can reuse subjects in my writing? Sure, why not? All writers ruminate on the same themes. Just don't lean on any topic too much. You're still finding your creative voice after all. Okay, now that you have your primary writing topic, the fun begins. It's time to combine it with a secondary topic of your choosing. This could be anything you'd like. Anything? I'm on a deadline here. You can always take the safe route and stay relevant. For city life and media, that would mean selecting a media-related topic. You see anything like that here? Music? Movies? Let's go with movies. Good choice. You have plenty to say about movies, and there's no shortage of city-related film topics to pull from. Perfect. All right, let's finish this paper. And so, The Matrix is cool as hell. The end. Well, this isn't bad. Considering you almost lost this time to senseless library work, you certainly made the most of it. After a quick read-through, you're satisfied with the paper, you're now ready to print. Right on, let's click this printer icon. Oh, dude, the sound. Playing it again. You send your file to the library printer. Once it comes out, you staple it together and take it with you. Well done. You finished your assignment in time for class. There's a good student in you yet. Let's log out. Shortly after you finish your task, the library fills with students. You're kept busy for the rest of the morning with shelving, tech questions, and checkouts. So now I can leave, right? You better not wander around right now. Class is about to begin. Is this class? Who the hell? What kind of circle is this? Media Studies class begins the way it usually does. With you arriving early, claiming your unsought after desk up front, and wondering anxiously if Daniel will show up. He does, and then another wave of concern washes over you. Your performance in this class is oddly staked upon both Daniel and Walsh's approval. You never had a teacher you wanted to impress more. At the same time, Daniel is your only classmate who questions the educator at SUCS in a way that seems pointed and not clearly individualized. Walsh, in light of this, is a formidable opponent. Even as Daniel pokes at the basis of her ideas, you can't help but see them for their gold. She seems unfazed by even his harshest interrogations. Why not show it then? Why does so much have to be artfully implied? Daniel, we all know you want to see more boobies. Fresh off a screening of the film adaptation in 2002, you've been discussing the outside demands, both recognizable and hidden, imposed on a writer as they craft a work for an audience. Now wait, Daniel may have a point. Why indeed? Whether it's books, TV, film, when the sex begins, the scene ends. We skip ahead to the aftermath. Why? Content restrictions? Well, sure. The media channel provides the budget and the distribution, and in turn we fit their standards. But what about authors and directors who make this choice, commit this act of self-censorship regardless of their constraints? I'm talking about films and novels for adults. Don't these, too, shy away from graphic or even artful depiction? And what about students? Free as they are to express such things, they often write very conservatively. We just don't want to give you our best material, Walsh. Clearly not. Hey, my question stands. Is it possible that both artists and audience have trained their expectations? And with the proliferation of media in our lives, did that not affect how we engage with reality? Wake up, guys! I'll put it another way. When it comes to the primal act in questions, writers seemingly only want to concern themselves with the events leading up to the consummation and then its aftermath. I posit that in turn, this is how we start to view sex in our own lives, a sort of blackout moment, a temporary loss of perception. We come to see intimacy as an inscrutable obstacle on an otherwise smooth narrative track, as something stories can only guide us toward. The rest is up to us. Can art not offer comfort and catharsis around sex, much as it does for topics like faith, struggle, and death? I mean, maybe it's not a useful part of the story. It's in bad taste. Pornographic. What do we think? Mara, do you agree? Is sex a useful part of storytelling or merely pornographic? Useful. I think it's useful. There are things you can show rather than tell. What sort of things? Boobies. Mara, what sort of things? Well, like, what if there's shame involved or inexperience? Something you want to tell us, Mara? No. Fuck off. Daniel has some nerve. You know for a fact he has less experience than you. Mara says she's been around tapping booty. Guys, please. Now, Mara, I'm not trying to single you out here, but I think you're onto something. The pressure to perform, and perhaps more urgently to report on our success, is all around us. Who can claim to be immune? For your next essay, I want you all to think about the universality of desire, the ways and reasons we tend to suppress it, and what can be communicated in character, theme, and beyond through its expression. I'm horny. What the hell? Please use any media you wish to flesh out your case. It will be due next class. Alright, so for Walsh's class, write about the expression of desire across media. I'll see you all in 2 days. Sex is the new topic. Right on. This shit says gay lol on the back of the fucking shit. Why the fuck is that so funny? Because it just read you don't even expect to see. It's just there. Oh shit. Alright, let me try to talk to her. Good class today. Thanks. Sure thing. Did you hand in your paper yet? Oh, right. To the inventory. Here you go. Here's mine. All right. I look forward to reading it. I hope you won't let your peers discourage you, Mara. Much to your distraction, you light up to hear Walsh address you by name. So few of your professors, let alone your favorite ones, ever do. Okay. It's not always easy to say what's on your mind in front of the class. Thanks. I've been trying to have my own opinions, ignore the popular consensus. It's good to form your own thoughts, yes. But I wouldn't discount what others say. The consensus can help inform the topics you write about. Your knowledge and your writing will grow richer if you can see a topic from many perspectives. Even low-quality perspectives? Just keep it in mind. See you in 2 days. Okay. Bye. Jemima Walsh. Alright, I'm out of here. Time to go home. Whoa, it is dark as hell. Well, it's about time to get to that party. You should head to the dorm building. Who the hell is this guy out here? Looking all sketch over there. Well, let's see if we can get to the dorm. Look at him over there, boy. He's like, what's up, bro? Yes. I'm here to see someone. I'm an invited guest. Of whom? Theo something. Something? What do you mean by something? I forget his last name, but he invited me up, and we're really good friends. Sounds like it, but I'll need a full name. Well, shit. How am I supposed to figure out what his name is? You want to talk to these kids. At least give away that you don't actually belong here. How am I supposed to find out Theo's name then? Theo something. I can't remember for the life of me. Remember his last name. Could it be written down somewhere? Could it? Package pickup? Written down somewhere. Are there mailboxes here? I mean, I figure that it'd be written on the package pickup, but I can't click on the package pickup. Let me try to go outside. Huh. Nope. Can I go up to the elevator? No trespassers allowed. Residents and their guests only. Sorry. I was just checking. Theo's name could be written down somewhere. But where? Where could his name be? What about the library? See you later, Mara. By the way, Mara, I'm restarting. Oh, wait. I already talked to her about that stuff. Hey, get back here. Where could his name possibly be? Maybe in the messenger. None of your top shelf chat buddies are online right now. Just a bunch of secondary and non-recurring characters. Besides, you have a party to get to, remember? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't get to the party because I don't know Theo's last name, and it says it might be written down somewhere, and I thought maybe he might be like in my instant messenger or something. All right, well, we're rolling out then. Where could Theo's name be? No time to waste at Daniels. You have to get to that party at the dorm building. At a bar called O'Malley's. This place was all closed before. It's all open now. So I have to get into Theo's place, but like the William Henry Harrison. Topics and projects. See, this is submitted now, but there's still time here and 2 days here. Okay. Um I can't for the life of me remember his last name. Could it be written down somewhere? Like where? Where could his name possibly be? Okay, so let's. Nope, that's the same thing. Oh, Adam Lee. That's my man. Adam and I have been dating for about a year now. I've been able to visit him since last winter break. The distance really makes things difficult. It's a lot of the reason we fight, actually. If we were closer, we'd have an easier time working things out. But I have school, and neither of us can afford to move, so our sporadic visits will have to do for now. I know if we love each other enough, we can be patient. Okay, but that still doesn't answer the question about Theo's last name. Can I talk to you? Yes. Okay, he's gonna have the same beef with me. Hmm. Okay, so I can't use this door. I can't talk to these students. There's nothing in else in here to click on, which means I'm missing something. But what I am missing by process of elimination is not in this room. Because I can't talk to these students, right? Yeah. I can't talk to these students. I can't talk to him because all he's interested in is getting the last name from me. So should be able to, I should be good to just leave this room. Oh, wait, if I right click on something, it works. You're very fond of the intricate panels lining the lobby wall. They're definitely part of a series of decisions that took place before hundreds of college students moved in. What about the packages? Package deliveries are held for residents at this desk, one of the many features of dorm life that fill you with envy. What about Theo's name, though? The security desk is where all ID inspections, guest check-ins, and package deliveries are managed. It is almost always occupied by a guard. Let's see. Your guess is the stairwell is failing to meet building code has been roped off the entire time you've attended SUCS. Either that or it's just too hard to prevent student mischief beneath its darkened spandrels. Uh, yeah, but again, we're looking for Theo's info. Hmm. Where could his name be written? Where would Theo's name be written on the sign? The William Henry Harrison was built in the early 20th century, initially serving as a bootlegging house and later a residence hotel for musicians and vagrant poets. It has been since converted to student dormitories for the likes of your friends Theo, who hosts open mic events at the local tiki bar. The local tiki bar? This place? Without event tickets or an ID claiming you're over 21, it's unlikely you'll be admitted into Barbara's tonight. Even if you're old enough to enter spirits, wine, and beer, you'd be massively intimidated by the cramped layout, bulletproof glass protection around the register, and the fact that selections must be vocalized to the cashier. You'd much rather lay your items on the table and mutter. Okay, but where could Theo's name be? Where could Theo's name possibly be? Where would his name be written down? There's gotta be like mailboxes in here, right? But like I don't see any mailboxes. Hmm. Hmm. Could it be written down somewhere? Well, I mean, I can use my computer. Well, not my computer, but I can use the computer. At the library, right? So I can still use it. They don't stop me from using it, so I feel like the clue to it has to be on the computer, right? What didn't I check? Oh, Theo something. It's a shot in the dark, but why not? You type Theo, S-U-C-S, into the search engine. You only sort of mean that. Well, look at that. Theo has a web presence. He was interviewed for the SUCS website last year as part of an incoming student spotlight. It's an awesome school, says freshman Theo Newman, who is part of the university's creative writing program. I'm here 3 weeks and I've already made at least 15 friends. Newman. Sheesh. Nice. Got the name. We Audi 5000. See? Detective work. Detective work. We have deduced what Theo's last name is. Bye, y'all. Thanks for the help. Mara says she's Batman. Aha, I have the information you need. Yes. I'm here to see someone. I'm an invited guest. Of whom? Theo Newman? Newman, huh? Let me see. Yes, I've got you here. Mara, right? Yep, pleased to meet you. Uh-huh. You know the rules upstairs? No, sir, but I'd like to. Don't get cute now. Ugh. No alcohol, no smoking, no pets, no overnights, no loud music. Gotcha. And most importantly, you see that entrance door? The one you walked in through? Uh-huh. It locks at 11 p.m. You leave. You're out for good. Got it. Absolutely. Have a beautiful night. Already am, thanks to you. 11 p.m. It locks. Right. Nice to the party. This is how we do. Oh. This music loud as hell. Where'd you guys get the beer? We brought it. Nice, nice. Having trouble finding beer in the city? Of course not. That would be funny, wouldn't it? No, I'm tripping over opportunities. I'm always boozing it up with my buddies. I was just curious about that particular brand is all. It piqued my interest. This? Yeah, is it good? It's Coors. From their unimpressed tone and a lifetime of passive TV consumption, You reason this may in fact most be the most ubiquitous beer of all time. You better deploy the parachute. Yeah, Mara, get out of there. I'm more of a wine person myself. That's the parachute? Oh yeah? Which you done dug yourself into a hole! Mara Griffin over here pulling a Brian move. Oh yeah, I'm a total wino. Cold mostly. But I'll take it any which way if there's no ice around. The group returns to this conversation. It seems you have been ejected. Oh, Mara, they were asking if you like red or white wine, sweet or dry wine. Like, there's so many ways you're going to answer that. We were like, cold. Yeah, cold. Right? Right? Yeah? Guys? Poor Peter Parker. Oh. You guys live here? Nope. You go to SUCS? No. You know anyone at this party at all? Well, alright. I'll leave you to it. Mara is so awkward. What's up, smoker? Wow, is smoking allowed in here? Why? You gonna report me? Absolutely not. That's the furthest thing from my mind. I actually think your defiance of building policy is cool. So, you a freshman? I am. How could you tell? Because you're saying all this stuff out loud. Oh. Should I be keeping some of it to myself? Try keeping all of it to yourself until you know if it's a weird-ass thing to say or not. How am I supposed to know what's cool or weird to say if I never say any of it? That's a tough one, huh? You're in an advanced stage of weird and annoying that usually gets banged out in high school. It will get harder to resolve with every year. Please, doctor, cure me. Have you tried having a loser-ass friend who you can try out all your dumb shit on? That's like basically all of my friends. Well, shit. It sounds like you're already in the leper colony. Not much we can do for you. No, wait. At least you have your people, right? You're my only hope, please. God damn it. Mara. Oh, Mara, your experiences are so cringe. Hey, my name is Mara. Do you go here? I go here. Mara, there, trying to get it on, bro. The dorms are pretty small, huh? I was so disappointed I couldn't afford it, but now that I'm seeing it, it isn't much, you know? I heard everyone shares a kitchen here. I wonder if it's gross. I'd probably just get takeout all the time if I could afford the room, you know? Well, this has been great. Enjoy your night. Oh my God, Mara, please! Oh, Lord. The group in the corner seems receptive to your company. Maybe you could join them. Yes, let us sit and talk. What's up, guys? Let's talk about... Theo. You guys know Theo? Nope. Really? The guy right down the hall? That's the guy who's always hanging out the flyers in the common areas. Wait, the started an improv prank trope with me guy? That sounds like him. He really likes extracurriculars. I'll tell you one extracurricular he isn't getting. The whole group laughs, including you. Then you start to feel bad. Surely your loyalty to Theo isn't so frayed. But no, he gets laid. Why would anyone who's ever grazed a titty get so involved in school? That's a good question. He should save some of the rest for us. I'll tell him that. Yeah, you should. Just don't let your overwhelming desire for him cloud your judgment. Not her saying, I want Theo's bod. Let me talk about myself. You guys know Mara. Don't know who that is. It's me. Oh, cool. Jeez. What about Walsh? You guys know her? Or maybe, Jana? Let's talk about Daniel. You guys know Daniel? Don't know him. No, I know that guy. He's not in the dorms. Dude, how do you know everyone? Because I don't gate myself into any of the little cliques around here. Dude on the couch is the best. We don't do that. Me neither. I also know Daniel, by the way. You're saying we're cliquey, dude? Nah, maybe a little closed-minded is all. A man's mind is like a parachute, and that it only functions when it opened. Well, apparently Daniel's the most important person to know around here. He's kind of a dick, to be honest. I tend to like him. It's never too late to give up your prejudices. Huh. What about, Rosetta? Oh yeah, Rosetta? She's cool. She's so talented. How does everyone in every major know about her? Mass Entry University Conspiracy, Art School Illuminati. You're either in, or you're not. How do I get in? Doesn't it bother you that there is an elite? That artists don't rise to prominence on their own merits? Well, my merit's already good, so it'd be no crime for me to succeed. Right on, the line for tryouts start at my bedroom door down the hall. Hey, you bastard, I'll slap you, you're nutsack. You're gross, tell him, girl. Why would they know my man? What about Jana? The librarian's got a real stick up her ass. Hey, don't be talking about her like that. Hey, I like Jana. Why would you bring her up if you didn't want us to talk shit? Good point. Alright, so what about Jemima? That class is the hardest C I've ever gotten. Yeah, I guess she can be kind of tough. She's hot for an old broad, don't you think? What? Jesus. What then? You think she's ugly? You wouldn't? No, why are those the only choices? Chill. He's never even met her. Alright, well, I'm done talking. Later. Wait, can I ask you guys about topics? T. Let's talk about sex. Haven't you heard? This is a dry floor. Yep, no sex for 10 feet vertically in either direction. You're fucking with me, right? We would be if it wasn't expressly forbidden, so what? Diabolical. Let's talk about music then. You into emo? I saw the Ataris and Further Scenes Forever at Barbara's last week. Wow, that sounds sick. How'd you get tickets? How does anyone get tickets? Showed up 20 minutes late and bought them off a scalper. Sounds expensive. Did you get carded? Wow, you're just living on a different plane of existence, aren't you? No ticket money, no fake ID. I'm too scared to carry a fake ID. I blurt out the truth with the slightest interrogation. Why would you do that? Maybe it comes from some deep-seated fear of authority. Even years ago, Alright, that's enough truth. What do you guys think about, anarchism? Right on, I'm an anarchist too. Cool. Yep, smashed my convenience store window just last week. What? I see. Is anarchy only about destruction to you? No way. Violence is an unfortunate means to a noble end. Which is all that sweet anarchist cooch. What the hell? Jesus. Girl, you asked him. Well, it's important for me to hear out my fellow anarchists. We must find unity in diversity. I know exactly where we can find unity. I will kick you in your balls, man. Your bedroom down the hall? Look at you two. You'll build a big tent in no time. Ugh, no way. I'm building a big tent as we speak. I will slap your dick. What in the fuck? What about movies? You guys into movies at all? Whoa. You think you could just waltz into this room and ask us something so personal? Sorry. Wow, what is wrong with movies? How about the city? We were just talking about SUCS and how there's no real school campus. But the city is our campus. Wow, that's exactly the conclusion we came to. How'd you know? Well, shit, I guess we ran out of shit to talk about, you arrogant bitches. Goodbye. Welcome, make yourself comfortable. Oh, is this your room? Oh, sure, but mi casa es su casa. Party people in the house. We got Ash Ketchum over here. You seem kind of nervous. What? What I have to be nervous about? These are my school peers, even the ones I've never met before. Surely when they leave, my colleagues intend to pick up their trash and flush the toilet. And clean the sheets? Oh God, can the school hold me liable for what happens in here? Sure, they'll probably give you an award for being the coolest host ever. Nice. That's the sweetest laugh you've heard today, and you were just in a classroom full of freshmen discussing sex. Sweet, time for me and him to get laid. Hey guys. You attempt to catch the eye of whichever person seems the most friendly, but neither of them do, and you quickly feel self-conscious about approaching them. To cover your tracks, you crank your head into the bathroom. Looking for something? Oh, yeah, just thought I left something in there. Didn't mean to bug you guys. What did you leave? Huh? Oh, my hair magazine. My hair magazine. You brought a magazine in there? Pretty stupid, huh? Clearly it's not in there, so I'll just go. No, I think I see it in there. To your mortification, the closest to the door picks up an issue of ROT magazine with a cover picture of a woman's naked ass and the massive blocky caption, 69 bands that suck, and offers it to you. That must be it, I guess. You pocket the magazine in a way you imagine is very similar to a customer at a porn store and slink away in terrible embarrassment. Alright, you have to check it out later. Oh my God. Alright, well, I'm 85,000 out of this room. Goodbye. I can't leave this room? No, I can't. Okay. What's up, guys? How are the old teams this season? Doing good sports? I take you're not into athletic competition. That's an understatement. I'm a writer, so I'm much more cerebral in my amusements. That's too bad. The mind-body connection of an athlete at their best is really quite transcendent. I'm in touch with my body. I can stop myself from hiccuping. I can cry if I think hard enough about something sad. Cool. Well, call me when you can make a 17 shot with 10 seconds on the clock. I'll do that. So really, how's the team doing? We took a double-digit loss last night. Oh, that's bad, right? Yeah. Oh, cringe. Fish, you made it. It's a me. Where's Daniel? Huh? I don't know. I figured you'd come together. You guys are inseparable. What? No, we're not. I'm just yanking your chain, Fish. So is this your room? Yep. I got a fire escape window just fashioned a gravity bong from a naked food juice bottle. Cool. Yeah, I'd invite you in, but well, my guy Vince just went in there and I don't want to bug him. I think he's with a girl. Oh. Do you think they're... Not sure. Your friend is banging a girl in your room? More of an acquaintance than a friend, really. And you don't want to bug him? I just want everyone to have a good time, you know? Confidentially, Vince is my hookup right now. Is that so? Yeah, so if you want to smoke the good shit, let me know. You are very interested in smoking the good shit. You haven't got high since winter break when you were offered, also by Theo, a heart-stopping pull from a bubbler shaped like Mr. Peanut. I will certainly do that, my friend. Nice. Hello? Hello? Mara? Adam? Yeah, I'm here. I can barely hear you. Yeah, it's fucking bumping in here, baby. What's up? I'm at that party. What? I said I'm at that party, the one I told you I'd be at. Jesus, I can't hear you at all. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. It's a party. Can you go somewhere quieter? Let me see. You scan the hallway for any possible refuge from the noise. Each location looks busier and noisier than the last. Hello? I can't really go anywhere. It's just as loud on this whole floor. Can't you go to a different floor? I really need to talk to you. Is something wrong? What's going on? Adam? What is it? I can't talk to you while you're in there. It's too loud. Adam is about to dump my ass. Okay, well, should I call you later then? Is it important? What's wrong, Adam? Can you go outside? The hour has grown too late. If you leave the dorm building now, you won't be able to re-enter. Can you please go outside? I really need to talk to you, sweetie. Okay, I'll call you back in a minute. Son of a bitch. Okay. You told Adam you'd leave the building. No use checking out these rooms now. Well, thanks for inviting me. Oh, you're going? But you just got here. Yeah, gotta catch a train. You and your jet-setting life, Mara. Excitement around every corner. Yep, too bad it feels like crap. Oh? Never mind, just a joke. See you at school, okay? Okay, see ya. Wait. Does he have a bubble on him? I want to talk to you about weed, man. You're looking for drugs already? I guess. I don't have anything on me, sorry to say. I will be in a week or two, though. Oh, shit. Okay. I can get you something. What do you want? MJ. S'il vous plaît. How much? Don't you tell me how much? You're funny, fish. How much weed do you want? Like half a pound? Is that a lot? That's a whole lot. That's really a lot. A couple ounces? How much is that? Like a takeout container's worth a few $100. Holy shit. What does $20 get me? I got you, girl. You don't have to pay to smoke with me. Boy, he is trying to clap these cheeks, man. That's what he wants. He's trying to clap these cheeks. You never felt so desperately stupid in front of Theo. It'd be best if you forgot about this exchange and never brought it up again. Rip. Alright, peace out, dog. I gotta go talk to my bothering ass man right now. It is totally quiet down here. Let me call Theo. I wish Theo wasn't so exhausting. I like him a lot, apart from that. Oh, my bad. That was the wrong person. Let's call Adam. Adam and I have been dating for a year. Wait, I gotta go outside for real? I thought I was gonna go upstairs and get blazed with Theo. Damn it. Guess I gotta get him a fucking phone. Adam, what the I'm sorry. Hey, baby. Hi, sweetie. I'm outside. What is it? Are you mad about something? No. I just left the party so you could tell me something. So what did you need to tell me? Well, if you're just mad about it, I'm not mad. I just want to know what it is. Did something happen? Did anything happen? I just wanted to talk to you. Dude, we're totally going to break up. I ain't got time for Adam's bullshit. Nothing happened. I just left the party for no reason. No reason? Talking to me is not a reason? Well, yes, it's a reason, but it's not like an emergency reason. You'd rather be at some dorm party than call me? I call you every day, multiple times a day. I never get to go to parties, Adam. I always go home on the weekends and miss everything. I just wanted to be at a fucking party. Fine. Go back then. I can't. It's too late. I just wanted to hear your voice for a bit. That was literally it. Mother... Yeah. Am I asking for too much? Motherfucker, I just told you I was at a goddamn party and you gonna be like, oh, I got something really important to talk to you about. Well, what is it? I just really need to talk to you right now. It's important. And then I get outside, you're like, hi, I just missed you. Ah, slap your ass, Adam. Goddamn. Am I asking for too much? No. Sorry, Adam. The pain of his inquiry overtakes you. Adam wants to fall asleep to the sound of your voice. Adam, get that sentimental ass shit out of here. Who has ever loved you so much? I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. It's okay. Sorry for ruining your night. You didn't ruin my night. Just... It's fine. It's not a big deal. I would have left soon anyway, with the train schedule in. I wasn't really clicking with any of those people anyway. No? You know how much I suck at making an impression. Really? But I've seen you do it. Well, you were there when I did that. I'm not so scared when you're around. I'll be there again soon. Okay, I'd like that. I should hurry. Oh, right. The train. Want to call me when you get home? Wait, but wasn't this the phone call? Oh, well, it's going to be late. I might be tired by then. Okay, well, if you're tired later, I'll try to call. Okay. But just in case, we should say good night right now. Good night. I love you. I love you too. What was the point of even going? To get blazed with Theo? Oh yeah, you got that magazine. What a pitiful consolation. You should be more open-minded with your reading. There's possibility in any book, if you only give it your time. Yeah, let's go read those dirty magazine stories. Yeah, I guess so. Can we do one last tutorial? Jesus. Or whatever. Go for it. Woohoo! Now that you have books in your inventory, you can access them from the bar at the top of the screen. Rot Magazine by Various. You will be able to view your collection of books and read them from this menu. You can carry 5 books at once. To keep your collection fresh, you might consider discarding or trading them. Books are a great way to prompt conversation to absorb knowledge for your writing. Cool. I'll read every book I get. Yeah, right. Hey, let's not get totally despondent. Of course you can't read every book. You'll really only have time to give your attention to 1 book per day. If you do that, you read a lot over time. Mara? Yeah. Why not give it a try before this day is over? To read your book, select it and press the read button. Yes, I will read this book. You decide to flip through the issue of Rot you accidentally stole from the bathroom at the dorm party. It's yours now, after all. To your surprise, an article on hand... Wait a minute. An article on hand jobs in Italian discos is illuminating in its frankness. You find that as you read, your heart grows more generous to the pursuit of fulfillment, be it through romantic love, illicit sex, or otherwise. Well, look at that. You've learned something. Anytime a conversation or experience adds to your knowledge, your level in that topic will rise, and the shape of your understanding will change. Some of these shapes get pretty gnarly, eh? Collect them all. Uh-huh. A record of everything you read, along with your writing projects, will be kept in your log. Okay. That's a little better, right? You still need to pick up your laundry from Daniel's place. How does this night seem so long when you haven't had any fun? Alright, let me get my laundry from Daniel's crib. Even from the hallway, you could hear the tinny distortion of an anime soundtrack piped too loud through cheap computer speakers. The sight of Daniel with his roommates, coupled with their pleasant indifference at your unannounced arrival, is coolant to your hot brain. Hey, Mara. I thought I'd find you guys at the party. What party? At the dorms, right? I'm done with those fucking dorm parties. Desperate freshman bullshit. She is so short. Yeah. What the hell is this? Golden Boy. Oh my god, Golden Boy. It's fucking hilarious. This tub is so terrible, it's awesome. The small screen barely hinders your full sensory immersion into a world of shapely loins under spray paint thin fabric, gyrating cartoon breasts, and the trash-smelling perverts who worship them. Dang, the ultimate call-out. Time to go sit on the couch and chill. Sup, bros and chicks? Oh man, what the fuck? Good, right? You crashing tonight? I hadn't planned to, but I might. If that's okay, I mean. Oh, Mara, get the fuck out of here. Oh. Of course you can say. Oh, no, shit. You're such an ass. Oh, that's the end of the demo? Dude, I love this game. That was a cool demo, man. I like that. Like, the writing was freaking great, man. The writing was excellent. I love it. I love it. I want to play the full game. Absolutely. I'm interested to see what it all has to hold. And I'm not just gassing this game up saying that. I want to play this. I want to play this. I want to play it. I want to know if you want to see me play it. I will totally stream this game. That will be fun. That'll be fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.